captain's log. Earth date 11th, 8th, 18. We have been on this track for 3 hours now and have covered a total of 45 kilometres. Is there any endings?
That's what she looks like. Take that out. What's taking so long, Captain?
Number one, that's it.
we were noticing the further south we were going, the roads were getting worse. Obviously people were driving on this track when the roads were still wet, so yeah, you can tell there was a lot of places where people had to make their own tracks to get around.
This is well number 6.
It's around.
It's round. It's different.
Not that deep either.
Oh, chuck the bucket in.
Do you want to wind that up tighter?
No, that's right. It's right. It's a bit heavy, is it? It'll go around till it hits the... There you go. Yeah, you're right. Don't drop the phone. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. And it's gonna grab.
Ha!
Not quite.
Okay. Water's like so. Bit better than I thought it was.
Come on, put your back into it. Got a few holes in it. It's holy bucket. Listen to it.
Oh no, I need to pee.
All right. So you let it go. Righto, grab the bucket. Lock that off, Shaun, please. There you go.
Clear water.
Beautiful water.
Yeah.
All right, pour her in. There it goes. I'll chuck another one in.
Bottom of it.
Yeah. It doesn't look that crash hot, does it? This is beautiful, this spot here. So this is well number 6. What do they call it? Pierre Springs. Pierre Springs. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Mm.
Now we've just had dinner, cleaned up, we're just sitting back relaxing now, and then all of a sudden, well, we all jumped at the crashing noise. Jeez, it was loud. Tim, Charler and I went to check it out, and what we found at the other end of the camping ground, it's been on fire in the past. The trees were completely burnt out inside, and several more trees looked like they were just about to fall. We were safe at the well end of the camping ground where we were, but looking at the drone shot again, you can definitely see the charred ground around the area where the smoke is. It was very eerie to see.
Different the landscape is now. It's absolutely beautiful land here. It's very vast. The road's really nice. There's a couple of little issues, but we're dealing with that. We're actually done pretty good time today because the road's been really nice.
In some parts.
Yeah, most parts. Yeah. But yeah, this is pastoral land. Can't think of the name now. I did have it. Glen.
No, that was the last one, I think.
No, we haven't hit the other one yet.
Oh, the next Glen Ale.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is.
I think it's Glen Ale.
And yeah, you're driving along. You're just like you're looking down at the road, and then there's no road, so there's no track. You just keep going, and then you find a track, and you keep going, and it just disappears again. And it's sort of there's only one way you can go.
Forward.
That's forward. We just keep going forward.
Keep moving forward.
It's absolutely beautiful. Love this part.
And here we are at Cunya Station. He's pretty strict on his rules, but that's understandable. It's his station, he can do what he wants. And he's allowing us to travel through it now, so yeah. So we're going to continue on the CSR and head to well 4B. See, all traffic this way, CSR.
driving through Cunya Station and just come up to this rocky croppy area. That's the technical word for it, rocky croppy. And I don't know if the video really shows it, but the sun glistening off these rocks is absolutely gorgeous. It's on both sides. Yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. I was excited. There's been a beautiful road through here. We just had lunch at the near one of the creeks and at one of the gates. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, it's just very, very different. I'm just spending the day doing nothing and these tourists come along. Oh, that was boring. He didn't even wait. He didn't wait for the story. Ignorant bloody kangaroo.
Give way.
Give way.
What traffic were you expecting to give way here? It's a stop, not a stop sign, Tim. It's a give way.
Wrong way, go back. Yeah, look at that bloody road.
That's funny. Well, how small this world can be. Tim found this rock arrangement on the side of the road and we couldn't believe it. Looks like the guys and girls from my hometown four-wheel drive club came through here before us. Well, a big shout out to the Albury Wodonga 4x4 Club. That's awesome. Well, I've had a pretty good run actually since flying drones. I've never had any problems with it, and I suppose it had to happen eventually. I was in the wrong position, lack of concentration, and this happened. My very first oops. Oh well, had to happen eventually.
We just left well 2A. So we've got well 2, well 1, and then we're at well end. So we're coming to the end of the stock route, and which is kind of sad because it's the camping on the stock route has been unreal. We've found some beautiful spots just off the track. We've also found some beautiful spots that are on the track, and yeah, I wouldn't say it's the most technical forward driving trip we've done. It is in the way of tyres, because you always got to make sure you've got the right pressures in your tyres. Like the sand dunes, we did 12. I did 12, 13 on the front, about 18 on the rear. That was hot temperatures, and through the rocky country, pump them up a little bit, you know, about 20 to about 25 on the rear, and just to give you that little bit more cushion. And corrugation, well, I've spoken about corrugation quite often, so we won't go into that. I'd highly recommend doing it. It's just the culture and the history that is on this stock route is just incredible. If you stop and read all the signs and read because there's new information booths that are popping up.
Especially on the southern end.
Yeah, especially on the southern end, not so much on the northern end. It has just been absolutely beautiful, but I just don't bring a camper trailer.
We've seen 5 burnt, well not burnt, one was burnt out. We've seen 5 trailers that are just on the road, on the side of the road, that they're just destroyed.
Yeah, they've broken axles, broken drawbars. One of them was actually burnt out. I don't know whether that was actually because there was an issue with it, or
there was an electric blanket lying in it, so I think it might have been the electric blanket.
I don't know, why would you bring an electric blanket out here? But anyway, yeah, if you can't pitch a tent,
Don't do
don't do it, because the trailers have absolutely scalloped the dunes. Just like the northern end was just shocking, because there was a group of trailers. I've spoken about it before, so I won't go into it again. But yeah, I really do recommend to come and have a look and take your time.
Check the spin effects on your car every morning.
Very, very important. Shayla just mentioned, check the spin effects under your car. Otherwise you'll end up being one of those 11 burnt out vehicles that we've seen, or 12. And yeah, just come and enjoy it, take your time. It's taken us 18 days, including the bypass. We could have done it quicker, but we didn't really want to destroy our cars.
And
So we just took our time.
we stayed at Deborah for 2 nights, which was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, Windich Springs. So I can see why so many people stay there for a couple of nights. It was so peaceful. It was the nicest piece of grass that we've had in a long time.
The only piece of grass.
Only. So yeah, it is really nice. And yeah, just come and enjoy it. The forward driving aspect of this, because we've always played with the pressures, we've put the air pressure up and down to accommodate for the road that we're on. We've used 4-wheel high the whole time. No wheel spins, just beautifully gone up the dunes. So
When you're
high credit to the Rangers and the D-Max, because Mum said that she's done the same. The only time that we've locked in 4-wheel low was during those that rocky upstep, and it's only because it is rock, and I just wanted to make sure that we did have a smooth transition up the rocks. But apart from that, yeah, the whole trip has been done in 4 high, and yeah, the cars loved it and I've loved it. It's been like, you'd think after 1,000 dunes you'd be over it, but yeah, I really did enjoy the dunes, going over the dunes, and providing they weren't scalloped out like the northern suburb. The southern section has been fantastic. So yeah, it's not the most technically forward driving track if you put the right pressures in your tyres, but yeah, it's certainly worth doing. Road, oh sweet road.
It's not Benjamin, but
tell for mines and that. We are finally on the road to Wiluna, to well 1, and we're going to have a look at well 1. We're going to Wiluna, we'll get some fuel, and then we will see where we are going from there. It's been a great trip. Yeah, kind of a emotional thing is starting to come over now because it's like we're at the end of the stock route.
The thing we've been planning for so many years
Yes.
is over in such a short period of time.
Years of planning, as Charlotte just said, and then now we're here. We're nearly at the end. I mean, we've still got to get home, so we've still got an adventure to go to get home. But the Simpson Desert was one of the feats we wanted to do, and that's done. The Kenning stock route, that's now ticked, and yeah, now we've got to get home. Well, after about 2,200 kilometres, and a lot of heartache, there is well number 1. Well number 1.
Yay.
Oh,
I'm excited.
Charlie's excited.
There was tears,
I'm
blood,
excited.
and sweat. That's for sure.
I can't believe we're here.
You bloody tourist, what are you doing here?
Well, number 1.
18.5 days later and we made it.
Yeah, got about 2,200 something kilometres. Yeah,
We've done it.
We're finally finished.
we're here.
Actually done it.
We've finished the stock route.
Oh, let's go for a walk around and have a look. Got a little house at the top. Whoa, creaky tanks. There it is, well number 1.
I can't wait to get iced coffee at the winner. Oh wait, you're still gone.
There's the windmill, top of the windmill. Hey, there's the windmill.
I'm on no bars.
See if I can get down and have a look in there. It's got water in it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Tanks are rusted,
That's a bit.
but
Empty ocean.
excellent.